Welcome back to Talk 21. I'm David Vitti and my co-host.
Sam Janova. We were just talking about tweaking your back. Now, when I was younger, you tweak your back, you're up in an hour. When we get older, that hour is now sometimes a week.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just saying, I used to feel like, I feel like I'm 25 in my head. But when I do things and I get hurt now, like I used to get hurt doing cool things, like, I don't know, playing tennis, blew your shoulder. Now I just get out of the car and I blew my back. Like, I don't get it. Like, or I wake up, I go like, now why is that not feeling good, right? Anyway.
Yeah. That's okay. It's life. Okay, listen. This is going to be an interesting episode. Let's just work with me, okay?
Yes.
Canada's housing market is frozen. It is. Don't tell me any other way. And tariffs and the war is making it way worse. Now, people thought lower rates would save the housing market, but now tariffs and the economic fears and war changing the entire landscape of the world, including our gas, for God's sakes. That's for another day. Guys, first of all, tariffs, war, all of it. What is this going to do to the housing market with everything else going on in the world? Does the world need to just stop for a second?
Yeah, we talk about a reset and like here in Toronto, Canada, like, you know, what COVID did and all that. But yeah, it's way beyond rates and the housing market here just in the GTA. This is a world.
Were you a real estate agent back when there was the problem in the 90s, or was it the 80s?
No, we just celebrated 21 years with Century, 21 last year. So 21 years. I've been in the business maybe like 25 years, 26
so
years.
You were in the economic collapse of 2008.
Yeah, that one we were, yeah.
Okay,
but not in the 90s.
Okay, so that was a bad situation.
Not as bad as
Sam,
the 90s.
were you a real estate agent in 2008?
No, I came in 10.
Oh, so you just missed it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I was, but it wasn't. This is way worse.
Way worse.
Yeah, this is way worse.
Oh, I heard in 2008 was like what, 3 months?
It was definitely a little bit of a blip, but we're back to like 1990.
They actually say it's worse.
They're saying it's worse, but 1990 was a bad time. Like the 90s was a very bad time.
Or you hear the stories about your parents saying your uncle lost his house, that, and the other.
This is the same. This
like
is
the Depression era.
This is the same as what was going on then. So like, we've only had a pretty good run, to be honest.
All right.
Thankfully.
So,
but
in the real estate world, the spring market is usually, the market starts to pick up.
Right.
Now, this is the first year in a very long time that's not happening. Economic uncertainties are slowing the Canadian spring market. Now, based on your educated opinion, 21 years and how many years?
15.
15. Based on
21 years as a broker owner, but I've been in the business for longer. But as owning the branch.
How long? Give me the date.
Like maybe 30 years, 25, 30 years I've been doing real estate at a capacity, but as a broker owner for over 21 years.
So
22
combined
years.
is 45 years, combined between you two. So in that time, have you ever seen it this bad during the spring market?
No. Again, the market's so decimated, like everything's so upside down that like the spring markets, fall, Christmas,
doesn't
whatever,
matter.
It doesn't matter. My suggestion, if you're going to buy and sell, just do it in the same time. Make sure you buy and sell at the same time, because whatever the market's doing,
one hand washes the other, right?
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a wash. If the market's down, you're going to buy low, sell low. People get hung up on one trade. It's like, oh, but I bought the condo for $650. It's only worth $550. It doesn't matter. If you're buying a house, that house would have been like $1.5 million. Now that the house is only $1 million. So it's all relative. If you have to make a move, just make sure you do the move at the same time, simultaneously. I mean, you can't do it exactly on the same day, maybe, but within months of one another, you should be buying and selling, and so you won't be affected by any adverse changes to the economy or market.
No, I got a question for you, Dave. What's your opinion on buying before selling?
Oh,
I mean,
are you getting that a lot with clients?
I get that a lot with people that are okay financially and haven't leveraged themselves that much, and they know they need to buy the right house for themselves before they sell, and it's fine for them, you know. And you make sure they understand the pros and cons, because if you're expecting X for your property and you don't get it, are you going to be okay?
No, I understand what Sam is saying. What about if you buy first, but it takes a long time for you to sell your house, or you don't sell?
That's why we need to make sure they understand that it's that predicament that they may be in. And if they understand it and accept it, then you go ahead and do it. I would always yeah, that's why you have to highlight the pros and the cons of everything. But like for example, an empty nester, like they got a big mansion hypothetically, and they want to downsize to a bungalow or a beautiful condo. They're gonna buy first. They have money. They have money.
Oh, they already have.
So even if it's gonna take them 6 months to sell and they don't care,
they're good about
they're
that.
okay. So those are okay. But if you're like somebody who, like,
The average
You
buyer.
need, you
like
need the
a-
money in that house. You need
Yes.
the equity in order to buy your next house.
unless they have a lot of money, it doesn't matter, right? If they
Yeah,
have
but,
more money, but
I'm not talking about the people.
normal
that are
people,
Like,
yeah, normal people. I have a handful of people that are looking to buy and sell, and they're all getting their houses ready to sell first.
yeah, because
Nobody's buying first.
Because I have a client who's looking to buy and they want to buy before they sell. So it's making me very nervous, even though I've gone over this with them.
Yeah,
But I being in the area they're in, they should sell
fine.
fairly quickly. But it just scares me.
I feel bad for them, for everybody, but that is the biggest thing. Everybody doesn't want to make a move. Everybody's climbing up. So this whole back to this boom, this bubble that we had here in Canada, or the GTA for that matter, where we work and live,
Ontario.
where we live and work. It's not about that. Like it's about the war. It's about what the guy down south of us is saying. Whenever he says something, it changes the economy.
It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
seems to be one thing after another. When something just seems to be getting okay, that's a little cleared up, then you start getting this war.
So
like,
yeah,
tariffs,
that
it's
jumps
just-
me to this right now. How does the U.S. tariffs and war threats on a global scale creates an instability and affects our housing market?
He's coming back the other way now.
Who?
The street cleaner.
Street cleaner.
So if anyone's listening, here's the problem.
City of Toronto.
City of Toronto is
With our
naturally
tax
loud,
dollars.
which are tax dollars, but at least they're clean the street. Is he coming back? So
There he
away?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I can still hear you guys.
Yeah, we're good. So
Okay, so basically, with the instability of tariffs and war, glooming on the whole world,
yes,
do you think that this affects our housing market, or do you think propaganda or the news is really embellishing it? which now affects us?
everything's affecting everything. Like
Everything,
like
all
it's definitely affecting us, because if we're worried about employment, we're worried about gas prices. Like we're worried, it's trickling down to every move we make, and being the biggest asset we have is buying and selling properties. That's the biggest one that's going to be affected first. Like, you're not going to worry about buying food because you have to buy food. But like if you were thinking about selling, and then you're worried about the economy and whether you're going to have a job because Trump said something, or because there's a war, or price of gas is going up, and you're worried about, nobody's making a move,
It's
right?
just a lot of things are up in the air right now.
Yeah,
It's
like
a lot-
it's
it's
so
a
many
lot.
uncertainties.
So-
and
And
this
I
war,
don't
this
think
war,
the tariffs are going anywhere.
it's all like, it's just not. There's nothing positive. When you listen to the news, there's nothing positive. There's nothing insightful, and it's better to don't even listen to it.
No, the news is the worst to listen to.
So let me give some more bad news. Okay, the construction world. Now, the construction world, they're suffering from extremely high costs. The inflation of materials has ballooned to something that they can't even build. There are literally no cranes in the sky anymore. There aren't. When the skyline of Toronto was filled with them, now you'll see the one-off that's there.
Yeah,
Developers slow or nearly stop projects in 2026. They literally put a stop on all of them. Now, if development stops, the economy stops. If the economy stops, the housing market will crash. So do you think the fundamental core here is to make sure that the construction workers and the builders are still building?
100%.
100%.
So how do we do that? How do we stimulate them?
Well,
Unfortunately,
they just tried implementing a little bit with the new home sales with the HST.
Oh, and how did that go? Went right into the garbage.
It sold a couple more,
Yeah.
but not it hasn't changed.
Correct.
Well, this is the thing. Nothing is going to change this economy overnight. This is going to take time. Like 2027 is going to be rough.
this is a correction.
Whoever's telling you
this is
that's
a
not-
reset. This is a correction. Whatever.
I think it's a reset, man. It's not a
whatever.
correction.
Whatever it is, it's happening, and we have to embrace
And
it.
it's going to
So
take
hold
time.
on, you said 2027. So 2026 right off.
Oh, 2026, I think is
Right
just-
off.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
going to
like-
be continued through 2027. If maybe the war is dealt with, I don't think the tariffs are going anywhere. They got to find a way to stimulate building, because we forgot one thing. All the trades are sitting at home and nobody's working.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of them are. Yeah.
So I will say though, thanks to the gas prices, if we look on a larger scale, every home now increased by $600 more a month just on the gas price. So remember we were talking about a fixed budget?
Yeah.
Now the gas jumped an additional 30, 40 cents compared to how it was 2 months ago. That brought on another $600-700 more per month per household. Now you tell me, if you need to drive to work, how are you going to avoid this cost? You can't. So that's why, here comes the next one, guys.
Buy a scooter.
Not even that costs a lot.
Electric scooter.
In Canada, is Canada headed towards, now tell me what you guys think, a recession, a stagnation,
We're already there.
or possibly another mega boom, meaning that the prices get so lucrative that people cannot help but salivate over it and jump? What do you think we're about to hit?
I think 1 and 2 are already there. Nobody's talking about recession, but we're already there for sure.
People are talking about recession. I mean, like, these are all acronyms.
We're stagnation for sure.
We're
It's not, nothing's moving.
Stagnant, recession,
do you
whatever you want to
No,
call it.
the
We're-
boom. The boom. Now, do
No.
you think there's a boom looming?
No,
No, I don't think
No,
there's
I
a-
think
No,
it's
you
going to
don't?
be a slow recovery.
slow burn.
And what it used to be
Steady.
when I got into real estate in 2010. You're gonna be able to go buy, maybe, hopefully, with
negotiate properly.
negotiate. Nobody's gonna be. There may be times where it's gonna pick up, like spring.
But there are still there's
Neighborhoods.
still some pockets that do have the multiples,
sure.
like we talked about already in a past episode. The point is, we're here already, and it's not. We always like used rates as a determining factor as to what was going on. Rates are not that big of a deal. Like, people are hurting, people are not working as much, people are worried about their jobs. Cost of living went through the roof, and these are all factors. And like, when developers are not putting shovels in the ground and selling new product and keeping that whole industry fueled
Yeah.
and oiled and going, it's all trickling down, because that's what we offer here in Canada. We build. We're not like big huge manufacturers of like, we don't build cars here. We don't have like we don't have, the industries are kind of went away. Like, it's offshore, so a lot of it's down south. We're a lot of service industry here, a lot of service industry and new homes, and so it's we've had a good run at it, and these guys need to get back to work so the market keeps going.
But it's also like other big segments like steel, metal, lumber,
Yeah, we're huge for that.
the car market. These are all industries that are really, really suffering right now.
Yeah.
So people don't have what's consumer confidence. That's the number one thing I believe is holding back a lot of people, is they just don't have, am I going to have a job in 6 months?
That's the problem.
That's the main thing. So hard to kind of predict. And there she goes again.
Hard to predict that we're going to
There it
have
goes.
noises in the back. I like it, though. It makes it very exciting here. Dave,
Yes.
last debate segment, last part of this that I really want to know what you guys think. Now, really think about this before you answer it. What's worse for the market right now? High rates, high costs, high inflation, all of that, or the fear that people have to make a move? What do you think is the worst thing for the market right now?
What's worse of the two?
What's worse of the two?
Man, they go hand in hand.
Well, you got to pick one.
I think we've shifted from like the rates and the inflation,
No,
because
but
we've been always worried about that, more to people's optimism and faith in what's going on with the economy in general has played a bigger role. Like, we talk about the war, we talk about what's going on down south of us, we talk about gas prices, we talk about all this stuff. It has nothing to do with houses anymore, but people are just nervous. So indirectly, it affects the housing market. So I think that's the biggest thing. We need to get consumer optimism back. We need to show some stabilization within the economies, the world economies. And we got to basically control our leaders and politicians and make sure we're aligned for the better of all humanity, not just the
Look at
big,
this guy.
not just the big boys. You know what I mean?
He's like a going to the Mars kind of speech.
he's a poet.
Yeah.
With that beard. Sam, before we sign off, what do you think? High rates is the problem for the market, or fear in people?
Oh, it's definitely shifted to fear, and the problem is inflation's coming back up now with all the war and all the money being spent.
Oh,
so
inflation's definitely here.
so that's starting to spike again. And what happens when inflation starts to spike is rates start to jump. So it's not a good situation. So I just don't know how this plays out. But when inflation goes up, we saw what happened in 2023 or 2022. It went up 4%,
Yeah.
4.5% in 1 year. So it's not good. It's already gone up 60 basis points already
60.
on fixed mortgages. Yeah.
Holy.
So we used to be you used to be able to get, to Dave's point, he has clients that are under 3%,
Under 4.
under 4%. Yeah, 3% would be good, but
3%
under
would be
4%.
good, yeah.
But now everything's over 4%. It's like 4.5.
Well, here's my closing statement. Tell me if you guys agree or not agree. Markets move on numbers, but housing markets move on emotion. Would you agree?
I mean, I think they move on both.
Yeah.
Well, no, emotion. I say emotion because everyone says, including you guys on the first episode, you said now is a good time for first-time home buyers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they're going to need help from the parents. Here's the problem. The parents now have less equity in their home. So they're going to be giving money to their kids that now starts up their mortgage again. They're going to have to now pay their own mortgage again to help their kids. So now 2 people and 1 parent is on a fixed income is now going to have to pay their mortgage all over again. So you say that it's a first-time home buyer's position, but they don't have a position with other parents.
Well, I'm not.
Well,
not
hopefully their
everybody's
parents
like
doesn't
that.
have to remortgage. You know what I mean?
Again,
Hopefully
that-
their
No,
parents
think
got
about
some
it.
savings.
No,
That's a very, very
parents-
specific scenario.
Oh, hold on a second. Most people that are in their 60s have their house paid off. They have equity in their home because they bought it in a good market. But if they're going to give $300,000 to their kid, because nowadays the average mortgage is $800,000, $900,000,
Yes.
is there that much equity in their home?
No, the values have come down, right?
You see
Yeah,
how,
but
how
hopefully
it's
they don't
weird?
have to remortgage their property and
Yeah,
they have
but-
savings.
Yeah, but I
Well,
mean,
really? Who has that much savings, Sam?
I mean, your parents.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're like
hope-
I mean
hopefully.
that's a very specific scenario, but I mean, how about in general?
How
Yeah.
come? No, but that is in general, man. You keep saying specifics, but I
No.
think everyone is dealing with that.
No,
First-time
I
home
know-
buyers don't have the money.
No, there's a lot of immigrants coming into this country that don't have parents here at all. How
Oh,
so?
the
how,
immigrants that do fake documents?
Well, we're not talking about that.
Oh, that's for another
we're
episode.
we're,
another
we're
episode.
just talking about like you're talking about like people that have been here for generations.
Sure, of course.
I'm just how about all the immigrants that come here
But
first?
that's another episode. Don't bring in
Okay, no,
immigrants.
but
that's
that's-
the anomaly.
Okay, but you're talking about one type of buyer.
You're the second or third generation here in
Okay.
Canada.
In that scenario,
Your
yes,
parents
that's a
have
problem.
built. Yeah, that's exact. But that's
Yeah.
the problem. That's
Yeah.
happening. First-time home buyers cannot do it on their own because you need a minimum of a $200,000 deposit
Right.
in order to have normal mortgage payments.
But you could go buy a $350,000 condo.
Would you even get approved for that?
I'm just saying there is $350,000, $400,000 condos in the GTA right now if you want to buy something. Not a lot of that product, but there is. So for a first time buyer, you could get into the market at a very entry level condo sub 400. Like, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of it out there, but there is. There are listings that are sub 4, which is
I
like
got you.
it's a bachelor. So what I'm saying, you have to start with something. So if you don't have somebody to give you the money, you can possibly still jump in the market and buy
We
something.
all started from something.
Hey, there it is.
We
Cinderella
all started
story.
from something.
Well, Mr.
Right?
Cinderella, I'll tell you guys, if you guys are listening and you enjoyed this episode, next one, I put them in the hot seat and I do rapid fire. So buckle up. They don't know the questions. I'm not going to tell them. And I am going to press you just like I did right now.
All right.
So, Dave, Sam at your camera, where can they find you?
Sam Genoa Real Estate on Instagram.
Why are you so sad? Give me some more pizzazz. Where can they find
Sam Genoa
Hey.
Real Estate on Instagram.
And you can find me at Century 21 Final
you?
Realty.
Wrong.
C21.
Oh, C21 Final Realty.
It's okay. We're only 300 episodes in. Gentlemen, until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye bye.